Hey everyone, welcome to the High Priestess Demari channel and to another collective reading. I hope you're all doing well. So this is another specific message I got, okay? And this is for someone out there who's been dealing with, a gang-related issue, okay, unfortunately. It seems like you were targeted by this gang for whatever reason. I'm not sure, okay? I didn't see that. All I saw was that there was a gang that had it out for you, okay? They were targeting you for something, possibly because of something you know, something you have, or just something they want from you, okay? Whatever it was, okay, it obviously wasn't successful. They even were using a very corrupt police officer, okay, to try and scare you, to use scare tactics, intimidation tactics, psychological warfare, essentially, right? This person was doing a lot behind the scenes because this person was, on the books of this gang, right? They were getting money under the table to do these shady things and to exploit, essentially resources that were supposed to be used to actually, arrest these people. And instead, they were aiding them. So, yeah, this person was obviously a piece of work themselves. The thing is, this officer wasn't able to obviously intimidate you enough to the point of you either remaining silent or you moving the way they wanted you to move or you keeping a low profile or you giving in to whatever demands they had or, accepting them, trying to take from something from you or whatever they wanted to do, right? And not only that, this gang was getting really fed up with the fact that they were paying this person to do all this, right? And this person was only starting to raise more and more suspicion around this gang. And also, there were people, in this person's department that was starting to suspect that this person was possibly working both sides, okay? And so they feel like this person was more of a liability than they were worth, more of a hindrance than anything at this point. And so they've actually unalived this person, okay? This person isn't actually alive anymore. Okay, so that's something you may not know. You may be wondering why you're not seeing a particular car anymore. You've not seen this person in your environment anymore. If they've not been, leaving you cryptic messages anymore or whatever the case may be. This is why, because they're not actually with us anymore. Okay, so we're going to find out more about this situation and what you need to know about this. Obviously, this is for somebody out there, but we'll see. Tell us more about this situation, okay? For whoever needs to hear this, tell us more about this situation so they know if it's their story as well. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords, Libra energy. The Nine of Cups. We have the Judgment card, Sagittarius energy. The Six of Cups. The Four of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. The Six of Pentacles. And the Devil, more Capricorn energy. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands. Yeah. So they could have actually been targeting a couple of people for different reasons, okay? A Queen of Pentacles, possibly because they thought this person was, this person had a lot of money, okay? It's possible that they were targeting this person for some kind of wealth that they have. This could be someone who is extremely abundant. This could be from possibly the work that they do or some kind of estate that they're part of. They could be like part of like a very wealthy family or something like that. Okay. It feels more like that this person has like some kind of estate or some kind of very successful business or like a huge inheritance. They may be an heir or something like that, like an heiress. I don't know. And then there's like a Queen of Swords who's just quite abundant, quite lucky. They attract good fortune, okay? Like things tend to go in this person's favor. It's like this person has very good insight, intuition. So this person makes very good decisions that usually pays off, okay? So these people have wealth in different forms, okay? Abundance in different forms. And I feel like this person may have had, something arise in their environment that set off the alarm bells to let them know, hey, you're not safe here. You need to leave, okay? And so that's what this person is doing. They're making a final decision here to leave possibly their hometown, their neighborhood, or a childhood home or something like that, because it's no longer safe, okay? Because this gang is looking for them, looking for possibly some information they have or some insight that they want for themselves. I don't know. But there's something knowledge-wise that this Queen of Swords possesses that this gang wants. And so, because they see it as like, very like, it's either good luck or like they see it as very positive, right? Like this knowledge that they have, if they could obtain it from this Queen of Swords, then it would change their fortune in some way. So this Queen of Swords knows that it's time to leave this neighborhood, okay? It does feel like somewhere they could have grown up, an area they grew up in, or like an environment that's very familiar, nostalgic in some shape or form. So I feel like it's hard. It's hard for this person to let go because that's where they grew up, where it's somewhere that's so familiar to them. They have a lot of good memories, fond memories there. But unfortunately, it's not the place that they remembered. It's not the place that they used to know, right? It's changed. And it has a lot to do with this gang, right? So this person's having to, you know, say goodbye, essentially, which is quite sad. You know, and change environments here, you know. And it could be unfortunate for this Queen of Pentacles that this could be a new environment for this Queen of Pentacles. This could be someone who recently moved into this environment. It may not be in the exact same place. I don't feel like it. I feel like if anything, this person lives in like a gated community, but it could be very close to where this environment is. So maybe like the next town along, or just in a different part of the city or something like that, right? More in the suburbs or something. I don't know, but it feels like that, like a gated community. But this person recently moved there, right? And so they must have caught the attention of this gang in some shape or form. They thought, hey, like, this could be the big one. You know, if we were able to break in, you know, we could take whatever we wanted, right? And there could be a lot of money. They may have a safe, or they may have a lot of money just like stashed away, or assets or passwords or codes or whatever, right? I definitely feel like they feel this person has some kind of safe there though, especially being drawn to the key in her hand in this instance. Yeah. So they're looking for like a big payoff, right? When it comes to this Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. So they're definitely putting some kind of diabolical plan in motion to essentially steal. Okay, that's what it looks like. Yeah. So hopefully this gives you an idea of what this was about. It did feel like it was something along those lines, right? Because these people think that if they could just get like one big hit, okay, where they get a lot of money, they can start anew elsewhere. They can leave the city or the country and start a new life, right? Just go on the run, basically. Yeah. Because they may know that law enforcement is specifically targeting this gang at this time because of all of their crimes catching up to them, and, you know, because they've managed to evade lengthy jail sentences for so long. Yeah. And partially because of the corruption, because they've been working with corrupt police officers. So there is that. Tell me more. Yeah, 3 of Cups. So this gang could have actually approached this Queen of Swords at one point. You know, try to convince them it would be a good idea to hang out, be friends, right? That they could help, like, change some circumstance in their life for the better. Or, you know, they may have felt this person was lonely and they needed, like, you know, company. So they try to use that, right? Like, hey, like, you should hang out with us sometime. We have a lot of fun. You know, I think you would like our crowd, you know, which is actually a gang of people, but there you go. You know, I think you'd enjoy hanging out with us. You should come out one time. I think, you know, you'd be a good fit for our friendship group. Yeah, not a friendship group, okay? It's a gang. And this person may have been hesitant, right? Because they're, like I said, their alarm bells were ringing like, hey, no, these people are not just being friendly. They want to exploit me for what I know in some shape or form. Yeah. Yeah, so they declined their offer. They were like, no, I'm sorry, I can't. Yeah, I've actually got something I need to do, or I've got somewhere I need to be, so I can't come, sorry. And they're like, well, we can meet up another time. Yeah, sorry, I'll see you another time. See you later. Makes a run for it. Like, I am not going with those guys. I am not hanging around with them lot, like those people. Yeah. because they knew, like, if they were to be a part of this group, be affiliated with this group, then God only knows where they would end up. Their life would be an absolute mess, right? So they declined their offer, right? But but they know that this gang still has their eye on them, right? They keep side-eyeing them. They keep seeing them about still. They keep looking at them just like this woman is looking. And it's like, no, I can't stay here. It's not safe here. They know that they approached them with a very specific goal in mind. And they weren't planning to take no for an answer. So this person's like, I got to get out of here, because these people are just seemingly in the same spots that I'm in. They're just seemingly hanging around where I frequent, okay? In the hopes of, like, trying to, like, bump into me, trying to get me to go somewhere. No, you know, it's that kind of thing. So it's like having to make a very hard decision to leave for their own safety. Yeah, because they're scared. They're genuinely concerned about their well-being, okay? They may have already received threats from this gang, okay? That if they don't comply, then they're going to get harmed, right? It's like these people want this information. Whatever information this Queen of Swords has, this group wants it at all costs, to the point where they're making very serious threats or taking certain actions that's letting them know that their safety is being jeopardized in a very significant way. So this person has no choice but to leave, because it's too risky, it's too dangerous to stay where they are. This person knows they're in danger, essentially. Tell me more about the Four of Wands. Yeah. I feel like this Queen of Pentacles is noticing that someone keeps watching their home, scoping their house out, okay? They may even have, like, some kind of security camera, security system. Because, like I said, this is like a gated community. It could even be that if they have, like, a guard there, security, that they're informing them, like, hey, I keep seeing these same individuals just hanging about, asking weird questions about you. And now this Queen of Pentacles is like, okay, so what do I do? You know, do I, you know, what do I do in that situation? Do I trust that my security team can handle it, or should I get the authorities involved? Because they may not know, like, the best response to this situation, especially because they don't know who they're dealing with, right? You know, and it could be as well that, you know, if this person did end up reaching out to the authorities, that corrupt cop could have been the one that responded. Yeah. But now they could be finding out. I feel like if you're this Queen of Pentacles, this very wealthy individual, you may come to find out that that person you initially spoke to is no longer around, and they were actually part of this gang. So you're going to be like, well, fuck, I mean, who can I trust now? You know, it's that kind of energy. Like, who can I trust now, you know, in the police system, the police force? Who can I trust? I don't know who's on the books and who isn't, so... Yeah, so it's like, what do I do? You know, who do I confide in? Who do I reach out to help from, right? So, yeah, I can understand that would be really tricky, because, you know, the whole point of the police force is that you can go to them when these situations arise. And the fact that you don't feel like you can, because the first person you spoke to was actually the one that was, like, you know, part of this. They probably even sent this person in to, like, you know, make sure you don't actually speak to someone, like, that's not on the books, essentially. Yeah, I can understand why you'd be like, well, I can't trust any of them. So, especially if this person, like, was around your home, you let them into your home, yeah, you could be really concerned. 8 of Wands, yeah. So you may even be considering selling your home, okay? You may be putting up a lot of listings to try and sell your home, because you're like, well, my home has been compromised now, so there's that, you know. 6 of Pentacles, yeah. It's like you're not even looking to make money on it. You just want a fair price, you know. Even if it's slightly less, you're willing to take that because you just want to be far away from this place, yeah. Because you don't want to feel like your safety is under threat, that you're constantly being watched in your own home. I mean, I can understand that. Yeah, the Fool. Like, I'll cut my losses and start something new elsewhere, because you know that there's people plotting on you, right? That have a devilish plan in mind, and that is to steal from you. So it's like, no, like, I need to get out of here. I need to start over. Go elsewhere. It's like these people definitely want to exploit you in a lot of ways. Yeah, I don't blame you for wanting to like leave as soon as possible. Because they definitely want to exploit you, and like I say, in a lot of ways. So you're just looking to like move as quickly as possible, which again, I can't fault you for it either. Tell me more. Yeah, 2 of Wands. So it's like you're trying to just gather your bearings right now, right? You're trying to figure out where do I even go? Where is even safe at this point, you know? Because you may have had issues in the past where you felt like, you know, certain environments have gone downhill, they're not so safe anymore. And you moved to this new place thinking it would be like a fresh start, somewhere safe, somewhere that you can really like thrive and establish yourself in. You know, and yes, it was a beautiful home, a beautiful environment. But then unfortunately, you just happened to catch the attention of the wrong people at the wrong time, you know? And yeah. So it's like now you feel like you're having to uproot your whole life again. But it's like, where do I go? You know, do I just keep moving or what? Like, what's going to happen now? 5 of Wands. Yeah. You may be having some issues on the asking price. You may feel like people are trying to cheat you in some shape or form. Or if you're in a relationship, you may feel like your partner's not understanding the necessity of the move. Okay? So there could be like some kind of argument that's breaking out between you and your partner of this situation. Yeah. Because you feel like they don't understand how you feel. 3 of Swords. Like, hey, I'm literally in danger. Are you not seeing that? You know? Especially say if you don't live together and this person's angry or upset that you're going to be moving away. You're like, I need to protect myself. Like, what do you want me to do? I'm not happy about this situation either. Well, what can I do? Stay here? Wait for them to set my house on fire and take everything I've built, destroy everything I've built, you know, take everything that I've owned, including myself? No, I'm not going to wait for that to happen, to be like, to have my whole life destroyed and possibly be harmed in the process. Like, no. Which, again, I can understand. But why is your partner having such a big issue with this? King of Swords, 10 of Swords. Right, because this person feels like... Okay, so I don't feel like this person is angry with you wanting to leave, okay? It's like, I feel like they understand why you're scared and why you want to leave, because this, you know, they've seen what happened to this police officer. So they know this police officer is no longer around, okay? But it's like, they feel like, okay, so this is the problem. They're assuming because this police officer is no longer around, that the 2 of you are going to be just fine. You know, you're going to be able to thrive. You're going to be able to build your life here. You know, you're going to have a lot of success. Like, you're going to be well liked. You're going to have a lot of like social status in this environment, because it's like, obviously you already have like some kind of status or reputation that's like preceding you, that's following you. And this person may even be, you know, looking to like take it to the next level, like get married, make it official, so you wouldn't be on your own, right? So that's, I don't feel like that's the main reason why they would want to get married, but it's like, if you're engaged to this person or you're already together, they're like, well, we're together, you're not you're not alone. Like, what's there to worry about? I'm here, you know? And, you know, we're going to get married, we're going to make it official, like, you know, I'm going to move in with you and one day we'll get married and stuff, or, you know, you can move in with me, you don't have to leave. Something like that. Yeah, so I think, you know, for you though, with the 9 of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Death card with the Hanged Man, it's like your safety is your utmost priority. So if you feel like this person isn't getting it, right, that they'll want you to stay at the risk of potentially being harmed, you'll leave, even if that means the relationship ending. So that's how serious you are about the situation. Yeah, we have the the Emperor, the 10 of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. Yeah. So, this is interesting. So, yeah, I mean, this relationship may actually be coming to an end, but it looks like there could be a new one that's on the cards with an emperor, okay? Someone who's extremely wealthy, that wants to make some kind of laugh off or a proposal here, right? Looks like more like, you know, like taking you out on a date or something like that, wanting to start dating you. But this is someone who's like well established, like extremely wealthy. So it could even be that you end this relationship because you feel like this person doesn't want to, like, isn't inviting you to live with them or isn't wanting you to stay there, right? Or even get married purely for the right reasons. Like, it's just because they want you to stay in that area or they want access to what you have, right? Something like that. And you're like, no, I'll be better off on my own. Because you seem more worried about losing access to the lifestyle than my safety, right? It's that kind of energy. Yeah, so it looks like you may be starting a new chapter alone. That's why there's like heartbreak, disappointment there, right? Yeah. But there's some news that's coming to light that's going to be quite... I think what was the breaking point for you was finding out the truth about this police officer, right? There was some kind of information you got. This could have been a phone call or a letter or something, right? Again, it could be a threat from this gang saying, oh, we've offed this person. You know, if you think about going to the authorities, you'll be next, that sort of thing. Yeah. But it's like, I can't live like this. I can't live in fear. I can't feel like I'm stuck, I'm bound. You know, you may even feel like you're scared to leave your home because you're scared, like, if what will happen to you when you're out and about and you're caught off guard. What's going to happen to your home? What's going to happen to your things, right? Your assets, your property, your money, right? So I feel like, you know what? I need to be happy. I need to have, like, a change here. I can't live like this, right? I don't want to be afraid that the next person's blood that is shed will be mine. I can't live in this perpetual fear. And if my person is not understanding that, if they don't prioritize my safety because of their lifestyle that they've built or because of the lifestyle afforded to them by being with me, or because, you know, they don't want to have to take some kind of financial loss here, right, by moving, then I'm going to have to do this alone, you know. Because I feel like for this person, it's more like they don't want to lose what they've established, right? So that could be a job, that could be shared finances, that could be, again, you know, the lifestyle afforded to them by being associated with you. It could be losing money on this home if you are living together. But I feel like for you, it's like, no, I just need to go. Regardless, I need to go. So, wow. So what's happening with this gang then? Because it seems like they're just running amok at the moment. What's happening with this gang that just keeps threatening people and trying to shake people down? Yeah, this devil energy. What's happening with them? The Hierophant. So I do feel like this could even be like a mayor or like some kind of... someone high up in the police force that's like making some kind of public statement that they're cracking down on these gangs. They may have even named this specific gang and that they're going to carry out some kind of sweep or operation to handle it, right? Yeah, they plan to essentially catch every single gang member and have them detained. That's what they're planning to do here. Okay, so it does seem like they have some kind of operation underway. Yeah, High Priestess, Pisces, Cancer energy, the Nine of Swords. Yeah, there's definitely like some kind of plan, operation underway to actually have these gang members arrested. Why is the High Priestess here before I continue? Yeah, I feel like for you, okay, so you being in this High Priestess energy, especially if you're that Queen of Pentacles, because I feel like the Queen of Swords has already left. That's why it hasn't really elaborated more on this person's energy. So I feel like this Queen of Swords has already left the environment, okay? So that could have been someone else, possibly someone you even knew, or someone, you know, that you may have heard of, okay? But yeah, anyway, but either way, I feel like that Queen of Swords has already left the environment to get away from this gang, okay? I feel like as for you, it's like, well, this situation has shown me a lot. It's shown me everyone's true colors. I know that I can't necessarily trust the police force and what they say and who you know, comes around here with a badge, okay? So I'm going to have to really use my discernment, okay? And think, you know, think it through, okay? Also, it's like I also know how my person really is and what their priorities are, because apparently it's not my safety. So, you know, it's like you feel like you can read people better now as a result of having to determine people's true character, true intentions, and what they truly value and what they truly represent, okay? So it's like you have a much better understanding of people. You can read people a lot better now as a result of this situation. So you're being very discerning. I feel like you're not making any snap judgments, okay? It's like you're just taking all the information in and evaluating it based on what you've learned and what you're getting intuitively. Yeah. Because you're not taking anything at face value anymore, and rightly so. Nine of Swords, yeah. Because honestly, you've been through it. You've literally been like targeted by a gang because of what you have, right? Or if it's not even that, like, you know, you're flaunting it, or, you know, your house is like this great mansion or anything like that. You know, just the fact that you seem to be doing well and that you could be like, you could stand to gain something significant, that can be enough sometimes, trust me. Yeah, you have the Three of Wands. The Temperance card, Sagittarius energy. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. 777 could be significant, okay? Especially with these coming out back to back. So it's like they were trying to find out exactly what you had, to know exactly how to best obtain it, steal it from you, right? Yeah. It's like your biggest fear is that these people are going to succeed in their plan. That's what you're afraid of. You're afraid that they're going to break into your home. They're going to ransack it for all that it's worth, leave it in absolute ruin, okay? Leave you with absolutely nothing, possibly even attack you. Like, you know, worst case scenarios. So you don't even want to stick around to find out. It's like you're waiting for the right offer to come in, the right opportunity, and to just leave, right? That's your whole plan. But I do feel like with the Temperance energy being here, there is going to be an opportunity for you to heal, for you to rest, recover, rejuvenate. You may even end up like taking some kind of break or vacation. You may, you know, even if there is like some kind of sign here that these people were able to break in or they tried to break in, you know, I don't feel like they're not going to be successful in the way that you think they will be. Because there's going to be some kind of intervention here, divine intervention, right? They're going to get caught in some shape or form. So it was more like they were casing your place out and trying to get a look at certain things to see what is likely to be there. But they got caught doing this, right? So you may have found like a smashed window, something like that, or like the window frame is broken, they've tried to open it, or it's left slightly ajar but it's damaged, right? But they didn't get to take off with anything, right? They were just trying to scope the place out to see what's there so they could form this plan, but they got caught in the process. That's the thing, you know? So that's definitely going to aid in the investigation. Yeah. We have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so these people are going to they're literally going to come away with nothing, okay? You're scared that you're going to be left with absolutely nothing, destitute, but that's not what's going to happen, okay? That is not what's going to happen. The divine is trying to ease your fear. This is speaking on your fears. The Devil, the Five of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. Your fear of losing everything is becoming like almost an obsession. And the divine is trying to ease your mind with the Temperance energy. Like, no, you're not going to lose everything. They're not going to attack you. You know, I know it's a scary situation to be in where you're being targeted by a gang, especially if they manage to like break a window open or crack it or try to pry it open. I can understand. Coming home to that is even worse. Knowing what they did to this police officer is even worse. But the divine is not going to have it, okay? That's what you need to know. These people are not going to make it with anything. Yeah, I'm telling you, thank you. 6 of Wands. That's confirmation for me. Right? You're going to come out of this unscathed, on top, okay? You will be the victor in this situation. These people will actually be arrested. That's the thing. And I feel like them trying to break into your house was a stupid move, because that is actually going to tie them to what you've been dealing with, this particular gang, right? There may even be some crucial, like, evidence that they leave behind. Yeah, justice. I'm telling you. It's like, trust in what you're getting from the divine. Trust the intuition that you have that's telling you that you are going to get your justice, right? These people will get arrested. You will face them in court, okay? Yeah. But they're not going to go lightly on this gang, because they want to make an example out of them as well. So, yeah, they'll definitely get in trouble for whoever was behind the hit on this corrupt police officer, which is already going to carry a lengthy sentence. Then everything that they've done in the community, how they've been terrorizing people, shaking people down, you know, threatening people, attacking people, stealing from people. Yeah, all of that is going to be thrown at them. So your case, I honestly feel like your case is going to be one of many that is stacked against this gang. Yeah, I'm telling you. That's the thing. Your fears, I understand where they come from. It's not that it's just delusion. No, it's rooted in reality. I can understand why you'd be afraid that something terrible is going to happen, that you're going to have your place ransacked, because this is what they do, right? And they've been scoping your place out. They've been doing things to intentionally create that fear as well, right? Like I said, possibly even leaving like threatening letters, notes. Hopefully you still got that, okay, if you have received anything like that, so you can give it to the authorities. But by them just trying to scare you and threaten you and make you feel like it's only a matter of time, it's all psychological warfare, right? And ultimately, this is only going to be used against them further, right? But I'm telling you, this, what you're imagining, like the worst happening to you, it's not going to happen. Okay, it's not going to happen. Tell me more. 3 of Cups. Exactly. Thank you. The divine is going to make sure that you come out victorious. That these people are definitely pinned to their crimes. Okay. That the truth is known. The evidence is there. Okay. And that they face the repercussions. So you are definitely going to come out victorious out of this situation. Okay. Once your case is all said and done, and you know the verdicts is carried out, you're going to be very happy to know that this is over. Like, none of them are going to be out on the streets scoping your place out anymore. So I feel like you're going to really be happy. You're going to celebrate with your close loved ones, your friends, your family, okay? Focus on healing, because I can imagine this must have caused a great deal of stress, anxiety, trauma. Yeah. So definitely, you know, it's definitely going to be a time for healing, that's for sure. And that's what I was saying. It's not that I'm just like, oh, it's just in your head. No, there was a real threat here, okay? So I completely understand where your fear was coming from. But the divine just wanted you to know that this is not going to happen to you, okay? It's not. But, yeah, I can understand where that comes from. So there's definitely going to be a need for healing for sure, because this was a lot. And this gang, like I said, like, they're harming someone is not beneath them. So I can understand. Tell me more. Yeah, the Empress. Look at that. So that's you, okay? Taurus, Libra energy. Yeah, they put a lot of effort into scoping your place out, trying to see what you have. It's like counting your valuables, what they're planning to take, how they're going to do it. But then they got caught red-handed. Yeah. One of their gang members absolutely was caught red-handed. Yeah. You may have even caught them yourself. So say, for example, it's not like the authorities themselves that actually saw them. It could have been you and possibly even a security guard. They didn't know you were at home. That's the thing. They didn't know you were resting at home. And so they popped in trying to get into your house and you were there. And that's when they freaked out and they fled. So you had this person's description, you had everything. You know, they came around, the police came around, like, because you had to obviously inform the police. So they came around, they took prints, they did this, they did that, right? But they could link it to this gang, someone who's part of this gang, because their prints are on the system, their DNA is on the system, right? Their description matches someone who's known to the authorities. So it was a no-brainer, really. Yeah, the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So the authorities are definitely going to round these people up. They didn't get anything, like I said. They came out with absolutely zilch. It wasn't even worth it. Yep. And as for you, I feel like, you know, your abundance is definitely going to be intact. But for you, the most important thing is going to be emotional healing, right? Pouring into self. Because the assets is one thing, okay? Even if they did manage to steal something, that's one thing. But the torment that you went through, the threats and the constant watching and stuff, that has a much bigger toll. And that, you know, your mental and emotional health is way more valuable than anything you own financially. So definitely take care of that, okay? Invest in that because, you know, you may have some trust issues as a result of this. You may be very much in survival mode still, even though it's over, right? Or it's coming to an end. So do make sure you know, invest time, energy, and resources into your healing, right? Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. Because like I said, your legacy or abundance here is assured. That's not going anywhere. But, you know, you need to take care of yourself. You do. Because this was a lot. Yeah. Yeah. So they're definitely going to jail, that's for sure. They could spend, like, depending on the roles, right? For what they did to you, like the mastermind, the one that was actually threatening you and sending you possibly like threats and harassing communication and stuff like that, or possibly even like threatening you to your face, that person is going to serve like possibly like 8 years in jail for what they did to you. The others could spend like 3, and obviously whoever was responsible for that corrupt police officer's murder, they could actually spend like significantly more. I think they will, okay? But obviously that's not really part of your case as such, right? They were just they just had enough of that person in general because, you know, they were raising too much suspicion, right? And bringing too much attention to this gang, right? So yeah, the Lovers. I definitely feel like you're going to cross paths with someone new here. So if your relationship has fallen apart with this King of Pentacles, right? Someone who prioritizes like financial things over your well-being, you're going to meet someone who's not like that. And someone who's extremely wealthy as well. They were like an emperor with the 10 of Pentacles. So you're both going to be like mega wealthy, it looks like. You know. But there's going to be love there. There's going to be a genuine connection there. I feel like this person is going to, like, take your breath away. Like, this person, there's something very charming about this person. And I think it's going to be, like, such a breath of fresh air. Like, because it's more than just, like, it looking good on paper or, like, you know, feeling like, you know, it's a stable relationship. There's going to be, like, real chemistry here as well. You know, not just stability, but real chemistry. Yeah. The Sun. And you're going to be extremely happy. Okay. You're coming out of this very heavy and dark situation. And you're finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. This person is definitely going to make you some kind of offer here. Right. An offer of commitment. Yeah. I told you. Look. Queen of Pentacles. Right. It could even be your past person tries to get back with you after everything's said and done, but you're like, no, this is permanently over for me. Yeah, because you're already done with that, possibly even going into a new relationship, and this person is just going to be like watching you from the sidelines pretty much. And it's like, well, maybe you should care about more than just, you know, finances and stability and work and social standing, maybe, you know, you should care about the safety and well-being of your partner, you know. So there's that. Amazing. So it looks like this situation is definitely being handled, okay? These gang members are absolutely going to end up in jail for sure. They're not getting away with it. So however long this has been going on for, it looks like it is finally coming to an end, okay? And I am sorry you went through that if this applies to you, because it's a lot, okay? I know, it's a lot. And like I said, living in that survival state for so long, I know firsthand how hard that is, how rough that is. And not just to be in that state and constantly having to have like 10 eyes all around, you know. But also when you come out of it, when you're actually finally in a peaceful place, a place where you feel safe, it can take a long time to actually feel safe again. It could take a long time to actually trust again, right? It's a whole process. So trust me, I know how that feels. But it's definitely worth investing into. You are worth it, okay? Everything's going to be okay. That's the main takeaway from this. Everything will be okay. All right, so I hope that helps. Thank you so much for checking this out. If you did find it useful, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click the notifications bell and click all so you don't miss any of your upcoming readings. But for now, I'm wishing you guys all the best. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.